In YouTube land. This is Tuesday and I have a video share that is based on a little watercoloring and a lot of cheering. So it will be a layout about my daughter London, and she was with cheer athletics for a very long time, and I just took out my trusty little watercolor palette and kind of made my usual, I don't know what you call that, let's see, splotchy mess and then splattered over it. And here I took a bunch of my scraps and I just kind of layered them together and made a stack and stapled them and added the pictures on top. And the picture, the smaller one that's like a 2x2 there, she was at practice and she had, it was like a theme day or something, and she had her little kitty cat ears on and her kitty cat whiskers drawn in, and she was doing the claw. They do this thing with their hand that they call the claw because all of the teams are named after cats, and their motto is fierce, and so they do a little chant with their claw and that sort of thing. So just super fun team stuff. And the star punchinella that you see there I got at a scrapbook store years ago when punchinella first started getting popular, and it has a blue hue to it, so it just worked out perf. It was a little costly, but I thought it was unusual. And I took my Glitz roller stamp here with some archival black ink and rolled it across to give it a little more background. And I also used this one, which I believe is Studio Calico, or maybe, no, not Studio Calico, American Crafts. And I used the StazOn in teal for that. And the colors for cheer athletics are blue, black, and white, so it was very fitting. And as you can tell from her uniform, it matched quite well. And I wanted to add just a little bit more of those plus signs because it just seemed to be too much in the background, not like all over the page, and I wanted to join them together like they were, you know, seamless. It kind of brings them together, and I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But I used my punch, my notebook edge punch, which I use a lot by EK Success, and I have found that there are only about 6 punches I use constantly, and this is one of them. Oh, and I had gone through and organized a bunch of my stamps, and so I thought I'd better start using them more often. And the way I made the title here was basically, well, not the title, but just a bunch of stamping. This stamp is called You by Simon Says Stamp, and it's one of their exclusive stamps that says things like you and in different fonts, and then it's, you have choices like between are awesome, make me smile, constantly surprising, amazing, you do amazing things, you're loved. And so I just took every you and every saying and lined it up how I thought it was cute and rubbed some archival black ink on it and went to town. Went all the way down the side, and I thought, I'm going to use every one of these stamps. And I think I did, except for, I want to say 1 or 2, because one of them wasn't very fitting, and the other you didn't seem like it matched or something. I don't remember. So I think there was only 2 that I didn't use on the whole sheet. And one of their sayings is they're the best of the best. And I think I end up pulling some best day ever and best ever from like die cuts and like stickers, and add that. And I just wanted to distress the back a little bit, or the sides, I mean. And that little blue strip, I always have a tendency whenever I border punch, it always leaves like a little strip, and I end up liking that little tiny strip. It's like a teeny tiner's eighth of an inch or something, and I always end up going, ooh, that'd be cool to balance the layout. And then this is the Glitz paper stack, and it is called Glitz Glitter cardstock stack. I got it years ago. I don't think they make it anymore. But the blue just worked perfectly, and I didn't want to waste it because I gave some of it away, and I wanted to keep that light blue because it just is so gorgeous in person. So I cut out the center to save the majority of it, which I've done a lot lately, and usually I end up using the inside to help layer with some of the photos, but I had so many small scraps that worked with this that I thought I better just use it instead of dragging out a bunch of new stuff or 6x6s. And the colors worked great. So the one thing about the glitter paper, it does not rub off. The glitter doesn't come off, but it doesn't like to be, it doesn't like to hold on to glue or tape. So you have to use a strong adhesive, just so you know, or it's gonna shift or pop off on you. And it was just a little too small, so I went ahead and added another backing, which is the Dear Lizzie Lucky Charm, and it's just that navy with the little tiny polka dots, and of course that matches the entire Cheer Athletics theme. And I love that acetate with the silver stars. Competitive cheer is very much about stars, and so that tied in perfect as well. And I had an entire sheet of that and have used quite a bit on cheer layouts, and it is intended for Christmas. It's actually called, I want to say Christmas tinsel or something like that. I can't recall because it was just a scrap, but it goes very well with cheerleading if you have girls or boys that cheer. And let's see, I'm fussing with the Heidi Swap to get the glitter sticker off the acetate, and that works perfectly right there. I love how that looks. It's the Heidi Swap. She never names them, so I don't have a name to give to you, but I did end up using all of those stickers. I think that finished out that entire sheet. I had the silver ones left, and look, perfect layout for it. I've been doing that lately. I haven't been shopping lately. I've been on a shopping freeze, trying to stay on a tight budget right now, and I really, really, really want the new Maggie Holmes open book, and I'm struggling to resist. I want the Market Street too, but I'm not having as much trouble resisting it as I am the 9 & Co. and which I got a couple of pieces of 9 & Co., so I'll live. But that Maggie Holmes, oh my gosh, I want every bit of it. It is to die for. And I waited for it to come out, and then, business has been kind of slow, and in some respects I've been doing so much accounting and paperwork and that sort of thing that I just I need to, anyway, I need to, build up. I've been so busy in so many arenas, and it's like a one-stop shop here. I'm the only person in my business, and it's a small business that requires a lot of time, and so I just can't seem to do it all, and I need to continue to add new clientele because other clientele drop off, or people pass away, or they change objectives, or their situation changes, and I'm kind of, I just kind of live on referrals and reputation, and sometimes you've got to drum up new business when people drop off, and I just haven't had the time. So anyway, I guess that's too much information, but anyway, if you get a chance to get it. It is gorgeous, and I've seen several people show it. So I've gone through so much of my stash that I actually need to do a little shopping, and I actually have gotten down to where the things that don't necessarily look great, or I don't know what I would ever do with, I've gotten down to where I'm like, hey, I know exactly what to do with that, and I know exactly where it'll go, and I'm kind of finishing out a bunch of sticker sets and things I wouldn't normally think that I would get to use. So I've been really productive in that arena, and have enjoyed getting down to the bottom of some of my stash. So that is the good thing that's come out of it. And the CA sticker, that is one of the stickers they sell at Cheer Athletics, and that is their particular sticker. You have to buy from them. And I had some left over from being there for years. And the NCA, the oval NCA rubber tag, is a shoe tag that they wear when they compete at nationals. And so I keep the shoe tags and put them on my girls' layouts. The little flare is by Ormaloo, and it was exclusive to Scraptastic. And the silver stars are by Basic Gray. And those little glittery stars that are blue and dimensional are by Queen & Company, and they're called Goosebumps. And I got a ton of those at convention because they were like $1 a pack. And then I showed you the stickers that are by Remarks, and those are her initials, LCF. And the washi is just one that's been in my stash forever. So I hope you like the layout. And you can see the little claw there. And she's just a little cutie doll, so I love her. But I will talk to you later, and I appreciate you watching. So, ta-ta for now. Bye.